Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Loosely Bound YouTube channel. My cat Porter usually would be joining me here, but he is off living his best life and said that he could not be bothered with YouTube today. But I still had to jump on because I had to share my review with you guys about the book I just finished, Malorie by Josh Malerman. Malorie is the sequel to Bird Box and it just came out this year in 2020. Bird Box came out a few years ago and I do have a full review on Bird Box if you want to check that out. That should pop up somewhere up here for you right about now. So Malorie was the long-awaited sequel to Bird Box. Luckily, it wasn't long awaited for me because I just read Bird Box earlier this year. So almost as soon as I finished Bird Box, I went to grab the sequel because I had to know what happened next. And honestly, I thought Bird Box was great as a standalone book, but I am so glad that we have Malorie, because it cleared up so many questions that the readers of Bird Box had and just gave us so much closure on what happened to some of our favorite characters. Malorie is not a super long book at all. It comes in at under 300 pages, so it doesn't take you forever to get through it. And that's how I felt about Bird Box as well. There wasn't a ton of extra fluff. There wasn't just a lot of filler shoved in there to make the book longer. It got straight down to the details, and the details were oh so heckin' good. So I don't want to talk about any spoilers through Bird Box, so I'm gonna keep the review of Malorie kind of vague. But Malorie opens up 2 years after the end of Bird Box and then quickly fast forwards another 10 years down the road from there. So the characters that we left off with in Bird Box have all aged greatly. So everyone's thoughts and opinions and the world in general has completely shifted from where it was in Bird Box. Lots of progression has been made since the creatures in Bird Box first arrived. So there are things like a census now and different modes of transportation, and all of these things start coming together to form and adapt to this new world that we are presented with. Malorie has to make huge decisions because she has to come to terms with all of these new options and possibilities, plus being presented with a lot of new information that she had no idea about at the very beginning of this book. Not only is she worried about the creatures, but there are also people to worry about now as well that could really be a detriment to her personal life and her well-being. I think if you read Bird Box, you absolutely need to give Malorie a try, just because it will give you a ton of closure that you may have felt you were lacking on by only reading the first book. I gave Malorie a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It didn't quite get a 5-star from me. In fact, it was on the lower end of the 4-star spectrum because it felt like certain pieces to the puzzles just fell a little too neatly into place for me. And again, I don't want to give away too much information on Bird Box or Malorie in case you haven't read either of them yet. But there are certain aspects that left me actually saying, wow, that was really convenient, and I just don't know if that would have actually happened in real life. But as we all know, this isn't real life, this is a story. So taking that with a grain of salt, I was happy with where this story took me. It made me feel a whole lot of feelings, and I would absolutely recommend Malorie to anyone that enjoyed Bird Box. If you guys want to read Bird Box or Malorie, make sure you check out the description box below and I will post links to both of those books there. Porter agreed to come say goodbye with me at least, even though he's being somewhat dramatic about it. But thank you guys so much for watching our review of Malorie today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. And also subscribe to the channel for updates on books that we're reading now. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.